Why, hello there. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Did you have a nice break over the weekend? Did you have, hello Julia, how did you enjoy Ipswich? We, again, had such a busy weekend that I'm more tired beginning the week than I am usually. Let me just get this thing more or less so that I can stand up today and not cut off my head. Just waiting for Mignon. Mignon. Okay. So yes, I hope everyone had a good weekend and I hope everyone is ready. We're just doing a yoga flow for the Monday morning. Simple, easy, a little bit repetitive to get all the muscles going, get you stretched out if you did stuff like gardening and kayaking, jogging, anything. Why are you laughing?
I'm laughing because he said if you did stuff.
We did stuff. We did loads of stuff. What is Julia saying? She loved it. Julia, you got an answer for her.
Love her.
I asked Julia if she liked Ipswich, and Julian said she loved it. That's like, I feel someone has a gun to their head now. No, I'm joking. I'm glad you liked it, Julia. Okay, let's get going. Into child's pose you go. Take your time, stretch out your back, and start to relax. So just a little yoga flow, very simple, everything we usually do, just to get some length in the bones. Length in the bones. That's not physically possible, but you know what I mean. Length in the bones. Stretch it out. You can move from side to side, or you can start at the top to squeeze your bum down on your knees, and then start to move it forward slightly, unless you've got knee issues. And you can't do this bend, then just do anything you want. I can't see you. You can just have tea. And then just come onto your hands and knees, push into a cat stretch. And reverse into cat. Do a few of them. Open up your chest. Up and down. Just get that movement in your spine. Up and down. And then back into a cat stretch. Tuck your toes under downward dog. And just take your time to walk it out, because if it's your first downward dog for a while, you're going to be quite stiff, or I am. So just take your time and then start to push back as soon as you feel your legs can deal with it. Louis was more flexible than I am. How does that feel?
Oh, I don't know. Very painful.
It's painful. Louis went for jogs. Numerous jogs.
With team challenge at work, I have to.
He has a team challenge, he has to. He was forced to jog. Okay, drop both heels, just bring your feet a tad closer, and then start to do that pushing thing that I like so much. You push your bum back, keep the back straight, keep the legs straight, and just challenge the calves. By the end of this, your calves will be fine and your heels will be downish. I can't believe it, Louis.
What?
How in the hell can you get your heels down and I can't?
It is very painful, Dilly.
Walk it out and walk it into the front of the mat. Keep your legs bent, fold over your legs. Stretch out your back. I'm really disappointed in my flexibility. I can't even hold that stretch. See how far you can fold over. Roll it up all the way to the top. Tuck your tailbone in, tuck your tummy in, take a nice deep breath in. I think my head has got off, so you'll have to go. Just go into a light little back bend where you don't do much, but go over a beach ball and open up your chest. And lift it up all the way to the top. So we're going into chair pose. Let your knees go over your toes. Arms next to your ears, tummy in, hold that. And then we're going to go down, sweep the floor, and then go into a forward bend, straighten out your legs only to where you can. Hold that fold over. Feet forward. Be careful on that straightening of the legs. Don't force it so early on. And just try and pivot from your hips over your legs with your chest. So try and get your chest onto your knees, even if your knees are bent. And then lift that back into chair pose again. Arms next to your ears. Knees rocking forward, tummy in. Hands on your knees, straighten out your legs and dip into a tabletop. Hold that tabletop. Tummy in. Now your legs are straight. Don't keep it straight if we go down. It's quite a big pivot. Or you can, but don't go all the way down. Now fold over your legs. Nice and slow. Walk your hands down. Only go to where you can. Keep your quads engaged. So keep your legs strong. And give yourself some time. We're going to do this repetitively. So by the end of this, you will be further down. So don't force it now because then you're just going to stop yourself from going down later. And bend your knees. Step back on your left leg. Keep your heel pushed back. Just stretch out that heel before we do anything else. So push back on that heel, the back one. Try and press it down. Light little jerking motions. It doesn't matter what the front leg's doing. And then bend the front knee in. Keep that heel down now, so let that stretch. And lift up into a high lunge. Pivot all the way up, hands next to your ears, hold. Back leg strong and push back. Tummy in. Hold shoulders down. So we're going to take the left arm forward and right arm back. So reverse twist, so trying to hold the position, keep your hips forward. And then we're going to drop that right arm back, lift up the left arm into a reverse stretch, which you should feel. That back hip flexor. Bring it back to the twist. And lift it up into high lunge. Hold that stretch. Now you're going to drop that back heel down and open up into warrior two. I'm the wrong way. You can always look at Louis. Warrior to make sure that knee is out. Your bum is tucked in. Shoulders straight. So pivot your hips to the front of the mat. Hello, Louis.
Hello, Gigi.
And windmill your arms all the way to the front of the mat. Turn your back foot in and step it back to downward dog. Stretch it out. Walk it out. Forwards to plank. Tuck your tummy in. Tuck your bum in. You can zip your legs together to keep you up. That helps a lot. Rock forwards over your toe. And we're going to go halfway down. Tuck the toes under into an upward facing dog. Are you okay?
Yeah.
And back to downward facing dog. Right. Oopsie, don't do that again.
Reset.
You can just go halfway down and then push back up like downward dog. So if you've got Louis' back problem and you can't do that reverse bend extension, you just do halfway down like you do a push up. You push back up to plank, push back to downward facing dog. Walk it out and walk it in to the front of the mat. Knees bend, fold over your legs. So let your back stretch. Oh, my back is so sore from the kayaking. I think I overdid it, 2 days. Roll it up all the way to the top. Shrug the shoulders back. Take a nice deep breath in. Tuck your tailbone in, so push your bum forward. And go into your back extension. Legs engaged. Open up your chest. Back to the top. Chair pose. Knees, rock your knees forward. Chair pose. Tummy in. Shoulders back and down. Then dip your head forward. Keep it straight. Sweep the floor as you come down. Straighten out your legs. Into that forward bend. Pivot from the hips. Relax your shoulders. Bend the knees in, sweep the floor, chair pose. Arms next to your ears, shoulders back. Knees rocking forwards, but keep the heels down so you only go as far as your dorsiflexion allows you. Straighten out the legs, hands on your knees and into a tabletop. So again, we're going to keep the legs nice and strong, or you can bend it if you're not flexible. Keep your tabletop back. And then just pivot from your hips. You keep your back straight and walk it down only until you feel the stretch and then hold. Bend your knees in. Step back on your right leg. Heel pushing back. And again, just before we do anything, just straighten out that back leg, push that heel back, and just rock it a little bit just to get that stretch into your calf. Bend the front knee in, push back on that back heel, and into a high lunge we go. Tummy in, back leg strong, bum tucked in, hold, shoulders back and down, hold. Okay, so we're opening up, right arm forward, left arm back. And then go into that reverse twist. Ooh, nice little stretch. Keep that back leg strong and straight. Strong and straight for that stretch. All the way back into that twist. Back into a high lunge. Back leg strong, tummy in, shoulders back and down. Put the back heel down and into warrior two we go. This bent knee is open, so make sure it's not bobbing in. The hips is turning to the front, and the arms and the hips are straight. Hold that warrior two. Tummy in. You're not leaning forward. You're nice and high on your pelvis. Windmill your arms all the way to the front of the mat. Turn your back foot in, push it back, and step back to downward dog. And stretch. You can walk it out. You can stretch it out. I just did something to my ankle.
You okay?
Yeah. It's always going to be a problem, isn't it? And forwards to plank. Zip your legs together, nice and strong. Hold. Halfway down. And upward facing dog. Turn your feet over. Keep your legs engaged. Tuck your toes under. Back to downward facing dog. Push your heels back, get that stretching. You can push it and come forward again. Anything to get those heels down if you're like me and they just refuse to go down. Stretch. Thank you, is you okay?
Yeah.
Walk it out to the front of the mat. And this time we're just going to take our legs a little bit wider to the side of the mat. Straighten out our legs, tabletop back. Hold that stretch, tabletop. Just get your weight to the front of the feet. And then go into that pivot, forward bend. Don't push back, so keep the feet. What I mean is don't push into your heels like this. Keep the weight steady in your feet, fold over. Hold that stretch. Just let it go. Lift up into a tabletop. Heel toe your feet to the middle, hip distance apart. You can keep it bent or straight, that's up to you. Weight to the front of the feet and forward bend again. Pivot from your hips. Chest going down. Try not to lean back like that. Try and get it to the front. So kind of to the front of the feet, the weight, or just in the middle of the foot. Bend the knees, sweep the floor, and lift into a chair pose. Knees rocking forward, heels down, chair pose. Tummy in, back straight, arms next to your ears. Hold that stretch. Straighten up all the way to the top. Tuck your bum in. And a light opening of the chest, back bend. Rock it back up, tabletop. Take your time in that tabletop. Back straight. And then just walk it down, keeping the back straight, only to where you feel that pull, because sometimes this can be a nerve pull, you don't want that. So just go to where you can. Bend the knees, step it back to downward dog. Stretch out, shoulders back and down. Lift up your, let's say, right leg. Of course. Now we're just going to tuck that into our chest and push it back again. So tuck it in, hold, push up and tuck it back. And again, tuck it in, hold, into the chest. Lift up that knee and tuck it back. Bring it in again. Hold, so you're in a plank, and we're just going to drop the knee twice and bring it back. So drop it down, pick it up. Drop it down, pick it up, hold it there, and step that foot forward to the front of the mat. Keep that leg bent, back leg strong and straight. Put the back knee down and lift up into a low lunge. Onto that back leg and tuck your bum in, arms, shoulders back and down. Okay, my shirt again. Shoulders back and down. So try not to lift it up like that. Back and down, squeeze them down. Tuck your bum forward, you know what you should feel. You should feel that stretch.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yes. Take the left arm onto the right knee. Take the right arm back. And just go into that twist. Keep tucking the bum in. Don't dip forward like this. Keep it straight. Keep it tucked. Rotate it back to the front. Keep that tuck in. And now we're going to take the left arm back and the right arm on your knee. Back to the top. Arms next to your ears, drop it down. Lift up that back knee. Hold that stretch. Step it back to downward dog. Stretch it out. And that should start to feel a little bit better for everyone except me. So again, get that stretch in. If you already have a full downward dog, just make sure your legs are engaged and strong and active. Okay, lift up the left leg. You're going to tuck it into our chest twice. Take your time. Tuck it in, hold, use your abs to keep it there, and push it back. And bring it in, hold, and push it back. This time, you're bringing it in, and you're holding, then we're dropping the knee twice. 1, bring it in, 2, bring it in. Keep it there. Step that foot forward, back leg strong, push it back, push that heel back, put the knee down, lift up into a low lunge. On top, let that stretch. Ooh, I do feel it today.
I do.
I think it's the kayaking. Hold that stretch, shoulders back and down. So deliberately push it back and down. Okay, left arm on right knee, and the other arm just behind you. into that tilt twist. Keep squeezing this bum. Shoulders back and down. Lift it back up into your high lunge. Take the left arm down on the knee and just lean back into a back bend, keeping that elbow tucked in. Back to the high lunge. Keep squeezing. Tummy in. Squeeze the bum. Hands to the mat. Step it back to downward dog. Downward dog. Walk it out. Are you okay?
Yeah. I just need to reset.
Walk it out. We'll wait for Louis. Bring your feet a little bit closer if you've got my heel issue. Okay, walk it out to the front of the mat. Bend knees. Fold over your knees. Chest to knees. Relax your shoulders. Okay, bend the knees in. Knees over the toes and sweep the floor into a chair pose. Tummy in. Back straight. Hold. Straighten out all the way to the top. Take a nice deep breath in. Go into that back bend. Reach back. Arch the back. Lift up the chest like you're going over a beach ball. Lift it all the way to the top. Dive in to a tabletop. Keep your tummy in, keep your back straight. Now you can walk it down to where you feel anything pulling or doesn't feel nice. Keep the legs engaged. Bend the knees, sweep the floor, lift into a chair pose again. Knees over the toes. Don't let your knees bob in if you can help it. Control that. All the way down, straighten out the legs into a forward bend. Only to where you can. Step back on your right leg. Heel pushing back. Just hold that push back. And rock it back a little bit. Bend the front knee. And keep that back leg pushed back as far as you can. Bend the front knee and lift up into a high lunge. Shoulders back and down. Front knee bend. So we're opening up, right arm forward, left arm back. We're not going into the twist. We're just the back twist. We're just holding this twist. And then coming back to a high lunge. And then we're just going to do a diagonal dip, keeping our tummy and everything in. So you're dipping down, arms next to your ears to the front. Diagonally, no further. Arms next, stays next to your ears. Lift it back up using your tummy. And again. Lift it back up. And the last time, we're going to the floor and we're stepping it in to the front of the mat. Bend legs, fold over your legs, keep them slightly bent. Relax over your legs. Adjust the weight to the front of your feet. Sweep the floor, chair pose. Sweep the floor, straighten out the legs into a forward bend. Coming in, level to spine. Bend the knees, sweep the floor, chair pose. Arms next to your ears, shoulders shrug back. So shrug it back deliberately. Straighten out. Go into your back bend. Shrug the shoulders back and down. Open up the chest. All the way back to the top. And we're going into that tabletop. So arms on your knees. Pivot, pivot, pivot until you can't pivot no more. Shoulders back and down. Hold. You can walk it down a little bit, keeping that straight back hold. You can. Navel to spine the whole time. So your tummy is in. You should be able to go a little bit further than usual. Bend the knees, step back on your left leg. Push that heel back. Bend the front knee in. Keep that back leg pushed back as much as you can. Lift up into your high lunge. Front knee bend. Again, shoulders back and down. Deliberately force it back and down. Open arm. Open up. Left arm forward, right arm back. Into that reverse twist. Hold the twist. Shoulder down. Don't let this hip pop. Keep it in. Lift it back up. Into high lunge. And we're dropping diagonally. Shoulders back and down. Drop. Straight line. Lift it back up. Drop again. Diagonally. It's quite difficult to keep this straight line. Lift it back up. And this time drop it down, step back. To downward dog. Make sure that everything is straight and strong. Heels down, forwards to plank. Keep it in that nice strong plank. Tucked in, tucked forward. Push away from your shoulders, don't dip in. This time we're just putting the knees down. Push back to child's pose. Bum on your heels. And sliding into a cobra. Open up your chest. Back to downward dog. I know, is it that time already? Okay, just stay for this one. Okay, stay for this one. Okay, so we're just going to do the knee thing on both sides. And we're not stepping it in. So we're just doing both sides. So lift up and give that a nice little stretch. Lift up the right leg, squeeze that bum, tuck it into your chest, and take it back nice and slow. Straight line. Bring it in again, into your chest, and push it back. This time, you're bringing it in and holding it, then dropping the knee once, bring it back twice, bring it back. Step back to downward dog. And then we'll just do the other side when we're done. Here we can go. Lift up the left leg, nice and straight. So we're doing this slow because it's yoga. So do half that leg straight and push back, bum tucked in. Tuck it in. Hold, rock forward, shoulders over hands. Push it back, straight line. Come back in again, shoulders over the hands. Tuck in that knee. Push it back, straight line. And this time when you bring it in, we're going to drop it, but really try and tuck it in as high as you can. Drop it down once, tuck, twice, tuck, step it back to downward dog. A little bit. Knees down, child's pose. Shake out your wrists. Shake out your wrists. Sit back on your heels, just lean back a little bit if you want. Everything you do is more flexible than me.
I'm doing this with my hips.
Yeah, we didn't do hips today.
I can feel my back a little bit.
Okay. So I've got a little hip stretch then for yin yang, so we can all do it. Sit on your bum. Sit back a little bit. So chill out. Cross your one leg over your other one. Push that knee back. Keep your hips straight and then walk your chest in so that you have a straight line with your back. Shoulders back and down. And push your chest to your leg. So some of you, Tanya, will be able to fold almost double with your hip flexion and your hip extension ability. external rotation ability. I will say the right thing eventually. So just hold that, put your bum down on the floor, Louis. You feel that?
Yep.
Lean back, unleash, get the other one over, push that knee back, bum on the floor, hips straight. And then once you've got this, very slowly, don't force this. You can walk it forward, keep your tummy tucked in, back straight, shoulders back, and hold. Nice little stretch. Nice little stretch. And lean back. Straighten, maybe bring your the soles of your feet together, grab over your ankles, and just push your knees down. You can fold over your legs. Keep your back straight, shoulders back. So try not to do this. Try and push it back and down, and then lean into that. Pushing the knees down with your arms. Is that helping a little?
It is. I need to do much more of this, don't I?
Bring it in. Cross the legs if you are able to. Sit up nice and high. Arms out, shoulders back and down. Straight as a stripe. So that you have no pressure on your spine. Try and levitate above your bum with your upper body. Close your eyes, tuck in your chin. Perfect posture on the back. Perfect posture. Take a nice deep breath in. And you are excused for today. I think we will be doing maybe another yoga flow because I missed it last week, class. And definitely we have to focus on bums again during the week, which I'm not looking forward to. So yes, that is it. I'm also contemplating this weekend as well because we want to go on a road trip, don't we? I want to go on a road trip to Norfolk, so I might have to cancel again the weekend classes, but I don't know yet if we're going to Norfolk. So we will see each other tomorrow morning. Have a lovely day. I will see you all tomorrow. It's a beautiful day. And enjoy. I hope you're limbered up because I feel a little bit better. I'm a little bit sore from the weekend. Mwah. See you all tomorrow. Bye.